Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome to Kaiju number 8. Almost wanted to say Kaiju number 5 like in Mambo, but no, it's Kaiju number 8. I'm a little bit late to the party with this show. Today marks the third episode, I believe, and I'm only watching the first one. I couldn't tell you why I haven't started watching it earlier. Honestly, I don't know, spend the weekends not watching anything, I guess. And that's how it came to be. But yeah, I was supposed to watch this show, and it kind of does feel weird not having anything to watch over the weekend, and so here we are. Kaiju number 8, I'm finally getting to watch it, and hopefully I will catch up, considering that there legitimately is nothing on my docket on the weekends. Should be a good opportunity. Right. What do I know about this show? I know the basics. The description of it that we checked out during the seasonal stream. I'm probably gonna link the seasonal stream in the tab here in the card, or whatever it's called on YouTube anymore. It's a show about dude who cleans up after battles with kaiju, I believe, and then he gets mutated into a kaiju. Something along those lines, right? Something along those lines. And I also know that this show airs on Twitter, apparently. I don't know how, I don't know where exactly, but apparently it does. And apparently it's very good. Apparently it's very, very good. I see people really praise it. In the last weekly ranking on r/anime, it was like #1, so there has to be something to it, right? So I will gladly see what that something is. Besides that, I know that it's based on a manga, I believe. Could be a light novel, but I think it's a manga. And nothing else. Nothing else really. So I'm really just going into it blind, with no real expectations, and we'll see where the road takes us, right? If you're new to the channel, you're unfamiliar with the with how those episodes work, with how my videos work. Right now we're doing the intro where I ramble a bit about the previous episode or about the show in the first place. Then we're gonna watch it with the timer and the subtitles here so that YouTube doesn't copy strike it. Then we're gonna watch it again in here. I'm gonna stop at some moments to talk for longer times. I'm gonna go through some animations frame by frame, stuff like that, that can be done during the regular watching of it. Then also in this window we're gonna take a look at should be here. No, that's not it. That's it. We're gonna take a look at the info about the show, what studio makes it, what are the people responsible for it, etc. And finally, I'm gonna give my closing thoughts about the episode, and that's the episode. That's where the episode ends. So expect this video to be in the ballpark of well over an hour and a half-ish. Future episodes should be a little bit shorter, in the ballpark of less than an hour to an hour, although depends how much I have to talk about, of course. Everything time-stamped, so if you're not interested in any particular segment of the video, you can just skip it and watch what interests you. And I guess we should just start watching this first episode, right? To do it, you will need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on, and I'm gonna have to ask you for support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 1 of Kaiju number 8 in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, normal city. Nothing's going on whatsoever. People going about their lives. And here comes Gojira. Legally distinct Gojira. Music. I was about to comment on this surprising lack of sound. Okay, so kaiju are basically treated as natural disasters here. That looked like some sort of a shield. Of course, special spec ops. It can't be just, big ass explosive rockets from a helicopter. The solution to kaiju is bullets. Special bullets, apparently. They're glowing green. That's a big gun. Ooh, I like the sound. It's so rumbly, like I could hear the, shockwave. That's interesting. It's wielded like a minigun, but it's single shot. And of course, cleanup. Viscera cleanup detail. Yeah, they're getting all the praise. But what of the people who clean up the city and make it livable again, right? Do they get recognition? That's our MC, I would assume. Oh. Well, that's a significant shot. Industrial basso. Oh, I like the music. Kafka Hibino. Are you actually using the carcass for something? Probably not food. Some industrial purposes. I can imagine the skin being very tough. Yeah, some different substances, very strong acid from the acid bladder or whatever. Yeah, that's that's a mess. I mean, yeah, probably. Of course, everything's censored. you really should be working with like rebreathers on like an oxygen tank on the back. I mean, who knows what sort of, you know, gases and shit are there? Like fucking super anthrax or something. Oh, childhood friend. Okay, sure. We have a nice, what's it called in Japanese? Osanana Jimi? Something like that theme. Interesting. Still has the hair clip. All right. Possible romance subplot? Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, true. Yeah, very nice apartment. Very nice, my dude. It's like what? Four tatami place full of garbage. That's some really nice art on those, on everything, really. Both the vehicles and the facility. And I'm guessing his head hurts because of like mutagens that he breathed in or something. He looks like a main character. I mean, it's not incorrect. I recognize this voice. Yeah. What if we could break those limits, though? Ah? Or is it the kid who gets mutated? No, not really. You need to, know your limits, know what to aim for. And, of course, I mean, you have to teach the newbie, right? Okay, now he at least has some sort of a oxygen bottle. I was expecting the kid to be completely nonplussed about intestine work. Oh, that's always something. Yeah, probably. They're getting together better. Am I getting a correct read here? I think so. Oh, of course, he stays behind, and that's when something happens, right? Or not. Or it's a chance to get a little bit of a conversation with the Kohai. Mm-hmm. He's a good kid. I honestly expected him to be all, like, conceited, right? This work is below me. My place is in the, task force and shit like that. But no. Okay. Those are some pretty backgrounds. Yeah, legit. What the shit? Huh? Fucking mole man? Yoju? The fuck is a Yoju? Like a smaller kaiju thing? Hmm. Okay, we're only halfway through. I really thought we're nearing the end of the episode, but no, we still have like half of it left. Very good. Some sort of a big gate in a big wall. Are you sure about that? Oh, oh, that's a nice shot. With some CG glass. I fully expected this to be the moment where he gets all like, rah, and turns into a kaiju killer or something. And that's where they swore that they will be fighting kaiju together. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. But only she managed. But now he's also gonna have the chance to do that. Mm-hmm. Don't you have a phone, a walkie-talkie, something? Nobody notices this going on? I would assume the place would be heavily monitored. Do people not try to steal kaiju bits for whatever purpose? Did the kid not call for reinforcements? Oh, head hurty. Oh, no, leg hurty. And Kohai. Shit, they're really... Okay. Is the kid going to die? You have a broken leg, you're not gonna be able to do much. Yeah. And... And a random tiger. Okay. Sure. More cleanup. Why the fuck does she have a tiger? White tiger, no less. Hmm. Okay, we still have like 5 minutes. Is she going to visit? No. No. Probably. And if you weren't back, then your senpai would have been dead. So you kinda saved each other. You're both very much worthy of being the defense force. Baka? Huh? Oh, that's another tiny kaiju thing. Or Yoju, or whatever it's called. Oh. Oh, we're doing a Parasite, huh? No, his left arm is turning into an alien. Damn. Straight into the pose. Yep. At least his leg is better, so he can actually run. Oh, I'm liking it so far. English lyrics? Do I recognize this band? I'm not sure, honestly. There's something about the... I don't know, man. That's a nice song, though. And very long credits. With nothing else going on, which is kind of uncharacteristic for an anime, right? Like, I would expect either the opening to play here because it's the first episode, or the ending. Unless the ending is just, you know, no visuals and just the music and credits. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. No worries, I'll be with you, right? Right. And now he's gonna have the chance to make good of his promise. Yo, a dude mutated. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the tiger just lives with her. I thought the tiger might have been like her skill, I don't know, her spirit animal or some sort of a mechanoid construct or something, but no, it's just a fucking tiger. Okay, sure, that was good. I had fun. Let's watch it again. That was good. That was good. Very, very nice, crusty backgrounds. Like crusty, but in a good way, right? Like lived in. There's the rust, there's the grime. Some of those shots, some of those backgrounds even remind me of Doro Doro to a point in their griminess. It's cool. Very nice establishing scene, bunch of establishing scenes that show us just how normal the kaiju are, right? Kaiju events are not something that happens every 100 years or something that happens sporadically. No, it's something that happens often enough to warrant shelters, to warrant specific signage for anything that has to do with the kaiju, something that warrants specific traffic lights that light up when a kaiju is around, right? The entire, maybe not the entire society, but a lot of the society is built around the kaiju existing. I wonder what it says on the middle lane here. I'm betting it also has something to do with kaiju, like kaiju evacuation route or something along those lines. I'm immediately reminded of Symphogear, how the existence of noise is so normal in Symphogear world that there are also shelters and stuff put in place and people who deal with that, right? I like it. I always like it when the paranormal is made normal. I like this trope. And here we see the kaiju, who apparently just shrugs off rockets with, yeah, some weird after image shield thing, but there is special type of, I don't know, energy weapon or something that is able to harm them. And people are just, casually discussing, oh, which division will count, do you think, right? Oh, I like the second division the most. Second division is led by that hard dude, I really like him, right? That's the level of discussion they're having about it. It's not about, oh, shit, the whole entire area is gonna be destroyed. No, they probably have kaiju insurance, right? The government will probably help you replace what you're missing. Right, they have programs put in place because it's normal. Just like there's disaster relief in the real world and you can insure your house from a, I know, earthquake or whatever, same exact thing happens here where you can do that with the kaiju. Third division. Yeah, the specialists. I like their gear. Great music, by the way. I really like their gear. And yeah, see this background, how detailed it is, how everything is greebled. I like it. I like the greebling here. I thought initially that those are like some strings, right? And I was about to comment, well, the rockets don't do anything, but apparently a glowing string, that can strangulate a kaiju. No, those are tracers from their weapons. Laser weapons or something to that degree, I would assume. Yeah, the green light is clearly able to damage the kaiju, at least when there is enough of that green light. And this is a lot of green light. It's it's the fucking jade light from Warframe. That's what it is. It's just the jade light. Some sort of a very specific anti-kaiju weaponry would be my bet, but my question would be, why could you not have mounted this on a helicopter, right? Instead of a rocket launcher, mount, green light launcher. Seems a little bit unwise to be sending humans to do that if you can just do that from the air. I know, maybe there is some explanation for that. Besides, of course, the cool factor. A person wearing cool gear, wielding a big ass weapon, shooting green light is infinitely more cool than just how would I say it? Like, not a person helicopter that you cannot, assign personal traits to, eliminating the same kaiju in the same exact way, right? And yeah, a lot of gore, a lot of viscera. Everything is grungy here. It's great. I love the look of the show. They're mounting some big ass thing here, and of course, cleaning everything up. Like, see this, look at this, and tell me it doesn't remind you of Doro Doro, right? Or this. It's great. I love this style. And everybody's so incredibly casual and blasé about it, right? It's just another day at work. It's just another cleanup. We've had like 50 cleanups like that this year already. It's whatever, just get it over with so people can go back to their homes, and the rest of the homes can be rebuilt. We have an explanation for this scene, why this is significant, right? It symbolizes how their paths converged. She's basked in the light, the center of attention, goes towards the left, right? Japanese reading direction, right to left, goes towards the left, she goes forwards. And he is basked in the shadow, going backwards, right? Their paths completely diverged. He's behind the people, not in front of them. He works in the shadows on cleaning up, and people don't notice him. And she, meanwhile, is basked in the light of all sorts of, attention. At the same time, he's closer to us because he's the main character, of course. I like it. And this symbolism is also explained further when we know that they are childhood friends, and they made a promise that, yeah, we're gonna fight kaiju together, but he just didn't cut it. So she's fighting it alone. So that's another way their paths diverged. Yeah, after all the other battles are over, our battle begins. They seem to be harvesting, and another immediate, association with Warframe, stripping flesh of the what's the tower? Unum, yeah, the Unum tower. What are they doing with all that stuff, I wonder? Is it edible? Maybe. Would be cool if it was edible, if you could buy, like, kaiju sukiyaki or something. I would go for some kaiju sukiyaki. Of course I would. The leather, I would imagine, would be very resistant. Perhaps their outfits are made of kaiju leather. Wouldn't surprise me either. Blood samples, stuff like that. And a acid bladder thing. And it also shows us that, yeah, those people working on the cleanup, they're in danger as well. Not in direct danger, the kaiju is not going to attack them, but if they are not, great at their job, if they don't know what they're doing, they can get hurt as well. But, yeah, I've had it happen to me a bunch of times as well. It's normal at the same time. Lifting a humongous acid bladder off the ground is normal. Getting burned by that acid is normal. They have remedies for that. It's normal to have a bottle of anti-acid gel on you, right? I like how very normalized it is. By the end of the week, of course, impossible expectations as well. And intestine work, yeah, we gotta cut them up. We gotta pump away that shit. Yeah, he is alone in his apartment that he claims is a nice apartment, but in reality it's a shithole. He's getting wasted on some cheap beer, laying on his futon in the dark. Meanwhile, she is in the spotlight, being praised by everybody. Division's leader, none other than the famous Captain Mina Ashiro. Right? Captain at the young age of 27, defeated several hundred kaiju, meanwhile he's opening another beer. But it wasn't always that way. It used to be that she was the one crying and he was the one helping her. He was the one who saved her. He was the one who gave her the drive to become who she is right now, and now he's left behind. My head hurts. I really like how much they were leading me on in this episode. There were at least like 3 or 4 moments where I thought, that's it. He breathed some mutagen in, and now he's going to turn into the kaiju. Now it's gonna happen. Now he's gonna use his superhuman strength, right? Now! It's gonna happen now! It's gonna happen now! No. Not at all. They left it until the very end. Cool. My head hurts. I thought, of course, it must be, something burrowing in your head, slowly mutating you into a kaiju. But no, apparently not. Another very nice, very grungy, very Doro, very greebly scene background. It looks so cool. They have a Bagger 288, but a miniature version. Oh, good, you're here. Yeah, another moment. Oh shit, something's gonna happen, right? Oh, good, you're here. See, the defense task force, they want to talk to you. You're a good candidate. They're gonna inject you with a mutagen, and right? Something like that. But no, it's just a new kid. It's just a new kid on the block who wants to be in the defense force. He has the exact same dreams that you used to have. But he's more driven. He isn't here because he believes that he cannot get into the task force again. No, he is here because, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta earn your keep. He still has the ambitions of being in the task force. This is temporary. This is temporary. Next time he gets a chance to apply for the task force, he's gonna. He's absolutely gonna do that. This is not the end of the road for him. Very different approach to the whole thing from our MC. Right? Our MC just gave up. Oh, I didn't get in. Oh, well, that's it. I'm not even gonna try again. I'm just gonna keep cleaning up the streets and nothing else. That's where I'm at. I tried, I failed, I'm not gonna try again. Complete opposite to the kid, who is going to try again. Who will not give up. Bone cleaning, yeah. Of course, intestine cleaning. And a vitamin packet. Yeah, some nice, bonding experience that they share, it seems. Kind of hard to tell who's who with those suits, but I'm assuming it's them. You're all responsible for carrying your own stuff. Good work today, sure, good night. It's weird to me that they would just leave him behind like that. Leave them behind like that, right? Like, you would expect that the site would be a little bit more regulated. Maybe it's actually supposed to show us just how normal it is, right? Like, very often when people are new to the industry, they follow the code up to a T because they get the code, they are told what they can do, what they cannot do, and they just follow that because they know no better. And when they're veterans working at the same position for the past 10 years, they will eventually diverge from that, right? They will not keep to the OSHA standards. They will utilize safety squints and stuff like that. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing, like, right? Like, he's not supposed to be here, but come on. Nothing happened for the last 50 times, so what's gonna happen now? He has to finish his report and we want to go home, so can you manage on your own? Yeah, I can manage on my own. Okay, so you stay here, finish your report, we're just gonna head ahead of you, right? It's not supposed to happen, but it's happening because it's normal, it's usual, it's common. Probably. And then Ernest, thanks. I really thought Ichikawa is gonna be very, very conceited, very haughty, very, oh, I'm going to get into the defense force. I'll show you. I'm not gonna stay at this smelly job for a single while longer, right? I really thought he's gonna be this kind of a character, but no, he's actually pretty mellow and pretty friendly. A little bit of a tsundere, but still. And Yoju. Yeah, Yoju. What the hell is a Yoju? Is it like a Kaiju, big Jew, and Yoju, small Jew? Whatever Jew is. Jew, I'm assuming, is monster. Yoju. Premium yogurt soju cocktail. The first result. Yeah. And Yoju casino bonus codes. And Yoju in motion. Yoju is a delicious interpretation of a Korean cocktail called yogurt soju. Yeah. Yoju is yogurt soju, apparently. This monster doesn't look much like yogurt or soju. You want to join the defense force, right? This, I almost forgot. This is another moment when I thought, oh, shit, it's his superhuman reflexes showing up, right? His superhuman reflexes, his superhuman strength. Soon enough, when the kid is away, he's going to mutate and transform and fight the Yojo alone. But no, not at all. He runs away and manages to run away just fine. Jumps out, another bit of flashback. Yeah, they lost their homes, they lost their schools, they lost their pets. I will never forgive the kaiju. We will exact revenge. We will destroy all the kaiju. We will join the defense force together. We made a promise on a fence post. Yeah, we're gonna, have a friendly competition. Who's gonna be the best, the cooler defense force officer? But he didn't manage. He didn't get in. She did. She left him behind. Aim for the leg. Now, dire straits. He's in a dire situation. Something's gonna happen. No. He gets punched away. And he reminisces about how they were supposed to be fighting the kaiju. Oh, his head hurts. It must be now that he's gonna transform. No. Not at all. His leg is broken. He's genuinely hurt, not because something's trying to get out from the inside. No. He's just badly, badly hurt. Oh, the monster is gonna swallow him and he's gonna burst out from the inside. No. No, not at all. The Kohai arrives and smacks the monster in the face with a signpost. And correct, if I left you to die here, I'd never make it in the defense force. Defense force is there to protect and serve. They are here to defend, right? To defend the people. I would not be able to be in the defense force if I were not trying to defend people. You're a people, senpai. I need to defend you. We regret to inform you that you have not passed the first round of the recently concluded Anti-Kaiju Defense Force selection test. Why, I wonder? Is it his physical prowess? Is it his theoretical tests? I don't know. Damn it, nothing's changed at all. I can't protect anything. Yeah, I can't protect anything, not even my Kohai. Oh, shit, we're showing this, this sort of an intense phase with a lot of smears, with heavy lines, almost Kill la Kill style. Now he's going to find his latent power. No. Again, help from the outside. His childhood friend. And her tiger. Just dispatched that monster like it was nothing. Not a single issue. And she did not even acknowledge him. She looked at him. She knows who he is. She absolutely does. But she did not acknowledge him. Because she's heard that he broke the promise. He broke the promise that they will fight the kaiju together. He did not. Yeah, she's left me in the dust. Yeah, can't just keep running forever. If you want to join the defense force, join the defense force. Try again. Try and fail, and try and fail, and try and fail, and eventually you might just as well succeed. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with giving up if you genuinely want to give up. But if you're just lying to yourself, if you don't want to give up, well, don't. And then there's this thing. Just randomly showing up at the end. Found you. Wait. It wouldn't surprise me if this was the same voice actor as Migi from Kaiju Parasite. I'm not sure. We will look it up, of course. We will look up all the voice actors here. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Kind of sounds similar. And just randomly, it showed up. It entered his mouth, and there's a lot of screaming faces. And, yeah. And he gets transformed into striking the the cool dope pose. I love how he's not like laying on the bed writhing in pain, but no, he's just striking a cool pose. Right, if you're unfamiliar, this is my book of theories, where I note down my theories about every show I'm watching, and then at the end of the show we check out how many of them came true and how many of them did not. Kaiju number 8. The fact that the kaiju can speak, and the fact that it sought him out specifically, and all those screaming faces tells me there's something more to the kaiju than just being monsters. There is something more to kaiju than just being monsters. I can't even begin to think what could it be, but there is something. Aliens? Maybe. I don't know. Creations of a past civilization? I don't know. Something. There's something to them. We were shown that they're just big monsters, big scary monsters, and that's it. But why would they have the ability to communicate? Why would they be seeking out a human? Do the kaiju perhaps hope to coexist by turning into humans, merging with humans? Is it someone else's plan perhaps to elevate humanity, to create superhumans everywhere with those weird flies? A plan to create superhumans. Whose? I don't know. I've absolutely no clue, but why would a kaiju or yoju or ju exist that specifically seems to have been created for this exact purpose, sole exact purpose, of turning humans into half kaiju? I don't know, but I would wager there is a reason. That's an amazing face on the left. It's a skull, but it's so emotive with those tiny pinprick eyes. And of course, someone's calling the police. Or, well, the task defense force or whatever. And we gotta get out of here. Get out of here. Studying for the kaiju tests, and yeah, I will always be with you, a promise made. Wouldn't surprise me if the hairpin was also a gift from him. Liar. Usotsuki. You're not here with me at all. And she just has the tiger. Alright. In a penthouse apartment. I'll get my team ready. And we'll eliminate it. No, the fuck you won't, because it's your childhood friend. You will probably have issues accepting it, that your childhood friend is a kaiju. Right? I promised to destroy all the kaiju, but now my childhood friend is a kaiju. What am I gonna do? Right? But you will come to terms with it. Wouldn't surprise me if Kafka also got the ability to shift back into a human. Probably, let's be honest. They wouldn't have given him a distinct design like that if he were to just spend the rest of his time as in his monstrous form. Although, I don't know. Anything can happen, really. Now, there we go. Now we gotta look at the people responsible for this show, shall we? He undergoes an unexpected transformation. How can he become kaiju? How can he fight kaiju now that he's become one himself? And the source is a manga. Studio IG, Production AG. Source is a manga, yeah. Action adventure sci-fi, kaiju, monster boy, heterosexual shonen, henshin, superpower, urban fantasy, male protagonist, guns, body swapping, slapstick, gore, shape-shifting work. Checks out so far. Recommended Chainsaw Man, Shingeki no Kyojin, Kiseiju, of course. Tokyo Ghoul, of course. Jujutsu Kaisen, apparently. Decadence, apparently. Word Trigger, apparently. Let's check what Studio Production AG has been responsible for so far. Shinkalion, they're gonna be making. Or have made? Have made. Some Psychopaths, new seasons of Furikuri. Shingeki no Kyojin, I'm guessing they were... Oh, it's a special. I thought they might have been a supporting studio, but no, they apparently just made a special. Ultraman, more Shingeki no Kyojin, some sports anime, more Shingeki no Kyojin, more sports anime. 2021, they worked on Fate Vladlav, apparently as well. The Dragon anime, World Witches. Would you look at that? More Shingeki no Kyojin. Become Human. The this one, Kokaku Kidotai. I'm assuming it has a better English name. Psychopaths, of course. Oh, well, easier to pronounce, I guess. Totsukuni no Shoujo, interestingly. More Shingeki no Kyojin Vinland Saga. That's a nice portfolio. Oh, that's Gift. I thought it's Gantz. But no, Gantz is older than 2018. More Shingeki no Kyojin. Mahotsukai no Yome, apparently, season 1. What else? The OVAs to Mahotsukai no Yome. Plenty of sports anime, Kuroko no Basket, Psychopaths, Aoharu Ride, more Kuroko no Basket, more Shingeki no Kyojin, Pokemon. That's a lot of shows they worked on. And the earliest shows they did were actually some XXX Holic. Oh, Cromarty? Alright. Are they the sole studio that made Cromarty? Or, yeah, they just made Cromarty. That's an interesting find. That's a very interesting find. The original Furikuri, apparently as well. Some One Piece specials. God damn, that's a lot. All the way to the year of our Lord, 1987. Arslan Senk all the way in 91. They have quite a portfolio, don't they? Yeah, no wonder that this show is good. So far, at least. I mean, it could become worse over time, but I don't think so. Let's take a look at the staff. That's a lot of people involved. That's a fly. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. God damn it. We're not going through all of them. Just gonna say that ahead of time. Original creator and both directors I want to check out first of all. Original creator is Naoya Matsumoto, who also made any other mangas? Kaiju No.8, Pochikuro Metallica Metaruka, and some other Kaiju No.8 spin-offs, I would assume. What? Oh, assistant on Bo. Huh, alright. Shigeki Miya, the director, who also storyboarded a single episode of Tag of Destiny, Vinland Saga Season 2, directed Shometsu Toshi, and directed Onihei. That's... oh, no, that's not an OVA. Mostly storyboarding jobs, from what I can see. Directed Blood Lad. Zombieland Saga storyboarding. Zombieland Saga. High School of the Dead. Bleach storyboard. Mostly storyboarding single episodes, it seems. But then later started directing from... no, even early on. Had some directing jobs, it seems. Not that many. But worked on some decent shows. And then we have Tomomi Kamiya, the second director, who also storyboarded a single episode of Chainsaw Man, second key animation on Frieren, also plenty of storyboarding and key animation, mostly actually. Episode director on a couple of shows, on Jujutsu Kaisen, single episode Psychopaths Season 3, director on whatever this is, mostly key animation and storyboarding. Interesting that the directors don't seem quite as prominent, I guess, as I would expect them to be. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still plenty prominent. Character design, yeah, and art director, and color design, sure. Come on. Tetsuya Nishio, the character designer and animation director and chief animation director as well on Kaiju, also worked on Star Wars Visions, Psycho Pass Season 3, a Naruto movie, Mass Effect, apparently, more Naruto, Blood Sea, more Naruto, again, mostly character design as well, and animation. Then we have Shinji Kimura, who's the art director and also art design for episode 1, also art director for Kekai Sensen, and also, unsurprisingly, art director for Doro Doro. What did I tell you about this show reminding me a lot of Doro Doro artistically? Now I'm vindicated. Validated, I guess, would be a better word to use here. Steam Boy as well, Spriggan, Venus Senki, Akira background art, Tenshi no Tamago background art. A lot of those shows also tend to be kind of greebly and industrial in the background. Now it's no wonder. It's actually no wonder whatsoever. Alright. Alright, Shinji Kimura, I see what you're doing there. And Izumi Hirose did the colors, also did colors on... anything else I would recognize? Yuri on Ice. Yeah, color design as well. And some other shows. Who else is interesting? Masaru Matsumoto, CG director. Alright, let's check him out. Not that much. Rick and Morty director, apparently. Go figure. Appleseed Alpha CG director. Sound and music, absolutely. Sound really... I honestly felt that if I had like big column speakers, then I would feel the sound in my chest. It was so good and rumbly. Fumiyuki Go is the sound director, also for Kaito Otome, also for Sasayaka yo whatever. That's a Yuri anime this season. It's good. I've read the manga. Ragna Crimson, Vending Machine Isekai, Overlord, Pleiades, Healer Mendokusai, Tate no Yusha, No Guns Live, both seasons, Decadence, sound director as well, Uchusenkan Tiramisu. Plenty of experience as a sound director, it seems. Rail Wars, Non Non Biori, and Yuta Bando, who made some banger music for this show, also for some other shows that Paprika is about the only one that I recognize in any way, shape, or form. The rest, not really. Mechanical design, yes. Prop design, yes, absolutely. Weapon design, sure, why not? First is Shinobu Tsuneki, mechanical design, also mechanical design and other designs on mechanical design on Moriarty, Psycho Pass, main animation, Persona, SAO prop design, Blood Sea, more Persona, and some other shows that I don't necessarily recognize. All the way to like Ghost in the Shell. Oh, Kokaku Kidotai is of course Ghost in the Shell. I knew that it has a better English title, more recognizable. Yukiko Watabe, prop design. Also for Slime, key animation director for Tate no Yusha. Mostly key animation roles, it seems. And key animation for episode 1 of Kaiju as well, but prop design. Not really any other roles as prop designer, it seems. Plenty of roles as an animator, though. Spy Family, Tact of Destiny. Masumi Hojo, also prop design. Also mostly key animation. Not really prop design either. Akiba Made Senso, Shumatsu Train, Kageki Shoujo, Girls und Panzer, key animation. Princess Principal. More Girls und Panzer, Owari Monogatari. Akira Takada, weapon designer for this show. Also mostly animation. Animation director on Sentai Daishikaku, key animation on Oredake. Horimiya, chief animation director. SAO, Osama Ranking, Gleipnir, Seishun Butayaro, Shigatsu Akimi no Uso, Kill la Kill, key animation on episode 7. All the way to Ergo Proxy, key animation. Inuyasha, the original one. Yeah, Chobits, key animation. Cardcaptor Sakura. Who else do I want to check out here? Script. Sure, why not? And that's key animation, mostly in between checks. In between animation, finishing, CG modeling, photography, monster design, absolutely, why not? ADR, what the fuck is ADR? Oh, is it like... No, I have no clue what's ADR. Oh, I guess, yeah, subtitles in different languages? Maybe. Motion graphics, animation assistant, CG modeling, theme song. There we go. We have not heard the theme song yet. Lyrics by Ryan Tedder and Joe Henderson. Joe Henderson also did composition and arrangement by Brent Kutzel. Lyrics and composition again, Tyler Spry. Okay, that's plenty. Ichiro Okouchi, series composition, also original creator of some Code Geass spin-off. Spy Family script. Shukufuku, original story for that's the prequel of Witch from Mercury, maybe. Script, of course, for Witch from Mercury, season 2 as well. Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. More Cabaneri, more Gundam, mostly Gundam work it seems. Berserk, Code Geass, Raxephon, more Gundam, and plenty of manga. Oh, he just writes the story for Code Geass manga. Okay, so they got Code Geass writer to co-creator at least to script Kaiju No.8. That's nice. Makiro Maeda, monster design. Also Kaiju design for Gridman, Evangelion art design, One Punch Man key animation, Kill la Kill, and plenty other shows. More Evangelion. There we go. Now music. Ryan Tedder, One Republic. Haven't heard of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Joe Henderson, also One Republic, I would assume. Brent Kutzel, also One Republic. And Tyler Spry, I would again assume also One Republic. That's a lot of key animators. Storyboard for ED, animation director for ED. We have not seen the ED yet. OP people, animation direction, CG rigging, art direction, CG producer. Yeah, I want to check out the opening Matt Schwartz, Dan Reynolds, Matthias Per Larsson, Robin Lennart Fredriksson as well. Matt Schwartz, Massive Attack, Kylie Minogue, whatever, however you pronounce it, Bullet from My Valentine, apparently, and Youngblood, Dan Reynolds, Imagine Dragons. Yeah. Was it the opening that we heard at the end of this episode? That would explain why the band seemed familiar. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. I have not listened that much of Imagine Dragons. Matthias Per Larsson and Robin Lennart Fredriksson that we don't know much about. Whew. I'm not gonna go through all the people, of course, because there's a lot of them, so yeah. And now... that's a lot of seiyuu. We are not going to go through all of the seiyuu either, I don't think. I'm just gonna go through the main characters, I'd say, and if someone appears in the show, we're gonna look who they're voiced by at the end of future episodes, maybe. But yeah, Kafka as a child, Ichikawa, Mina. They're the most important characters here. The rest is kind of background people that I'm not... I mean, I am interested in, but we're gonna have to, it's already been over an hour. I better wrap it up. Masaya Fukunishi voices Kafka. Also voiced Wallace in Scott Pilgrim. Also Honda in Jujutsu Kaisen. Not many roles. This random dude in Tate no Yusha. And a bag of trash in Dorodoro. I mean, that's a big jump from voicing a bag of trash to voicing the main character of a show, right? Megumi Han voiced... who? Feria in Shangri-La Frontier. Togo in Tonikaku Kawaii. Someone in Oshinoko. Popko, of course, who hasn't voiced Popko yet. Someone in Strike the Blood. Anybody else I recognize here? Jeanne d'Arc in Guraburu. Terano in Kagegurui. Oh, Aruru in the Review Starlight Chibi Minis thing. Tatami in Boku no Hero Academia. Rizia in Nanatsu no Taizai. Mary Tully in Maotsukai no Yome. That's someone I recognize at least. And I'm afraid I don't recognize many more people here. Oh, Atsuko in Little Witch Academia. Well, that's a character I recognize. Certainly. Gon in Hunter x Hunter. And other roles. Even someone in Conan all the way in 96. Wataru Kato voices Ichikawa, also voices Kaburu in Dungeon Meshi. Also voices someone in Ensemble Stars, and nobody else that I would recognize. I just know Kaburu. Asami Seto, the voice of Mina, also voice of Yori in the Yuri anime. Also Setsuna in Shangri-La Frontier, Kino in Girls und Panzer, Platypus in Girls und Panzer, Kyobei in Arknights, Mai in Seishun Butayaro, Delta in Pleiades, and Overlord, of course. That's a lot of characters I recognize, at last. Nobara in Jujutsu Kaisen, Sabina in Witch from Mercury, Hasumi in Blue Archive, F in Star Wars Visions. Anybody else that's recognizable at a glance? Aoi in Symphogear. The police officer lady in Pokemon, I forgot her English name. Someone from Macross. More Delta, of course, from Overlord. And plenty other characters. Anybody else I would want to check out? Let's see. Okay, let's see the teammates. I'm assuming they will be the teammates, so... Oh, I guess some of them don't have VAs associated with them yet. Pharaoh's Eye is again involved with another anime, voicing Kikaru Shinomiya this time around. And Soshiro Hoshina, voiced by Kengo Kawanishi. Sorry, Kawanishi. Iharu Furuhashi, voiced by Yuuki Shin. And the rest is supporting the... Sure. We're gonna check out the workmates as well. Kengo Kawanishi, voicing Soshiro. Also voicing Gen in Dr. Stone, or Gen. Yutaro in Chainsaw Man. And nobody else that I would recognize. Not at a glance, at least. Whoop. Pharaoh's Eye, of course. Yeah, the voice of Kikoru. Also the voice of Sumireko in Kaito Otome. Plenty of roles recently. Delta in Plepe Pleiades, Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim. Pride Royale in... Actually, I have no clue what it is or who it is. Huh, alright. Anarchy in Magical Destroyers, Power in Chainsaw Man, Jolene in the JoJo's, Hibiki in Dumbbell, plenty other roles, and Yuki Shin, the voice of Iharu, also the voice of Yuji in Tate no Yusha, Natsuo Todoroki in Boku no Hero Academia, and nobody else I would know. And let's go quickly through the co-workers. At least the ones who have a face, because them I know that they are the co-workers. The rest is who knows, actually. Yeah, Jun Fukushima, the voice of Ichitaka, also the voice of Kazuma from Konosuba, of course. Also the voice of Gabiru in Tensei Shitara Kendeshita. Kensei Shitara Slime, Dattaken, not Kendeshita, sorry. This dude from House Husband. And plenty of other roles. Mostly know him from being Kazuma, of course. Ivan Shibata, the voice of Hiroto and the voice of someone. Yutaka Aoyama, voice of Masahide, also the voice of Miller in Shingeki no Kyojin. Kayo in Baki. August Alsand in Tensei Shitara Kendeshita, now it's Kendeshita. Raphael in Eminence in the Shadows. This dude, Marvis in Log Horizon. And plenty other roles. Mitsuru Miyamoto, the voice of Mizoguchi here, and also the voice of nobody I would recognize. Mirumo in Tokyo Ghoul, I guess. Steven in Kekkai Sense, and that's a familiar face. And other people as well. Tomohiro Ono, the voice of Yoshimura, also the voice of whom? Of nobody I would recognize. And Takuya Matsumoto, the voice of King Gusa, and also the voice of Gregory in Mahotsukai no Yome. Someone from Pop the Peak Season 2. And policeman from Conan, apparently. And of course, plenty of other roles that we are not going to go through all of them, at least not yet. This video is already an hour and 20 minutes, so I think it's high time we stop right here. So, very good first episode. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the world. It actually feels lived in and actually feels very normalized. I like it. That's probably one of my favorite things about this world. I love the art. As I already said, the greebling, the grime in the background, that's my jam. Interesting how they kept leading us on, or at least leading me on, with all those different moments where Kafka could have become the kaiju, could have shown his strength, could have shown his mutations or whatever, but they actually left it for the very end, for the very final, when the danger is no longer there. That's interesting, right? He did not become a monster in dire straits to save him, to help him. No. He got helped by people. He got saved by people. At the end, he only got the powers when it was safe. Interesting. Very interesting. I like the theme of the childhood friend, of him always living in her shadow, but now getting a chance to get out of this shadow, right? Show his own. Actually, that's arguable if he's gonna be showing his own strength, right? Could you call it his own strength, really? Right? Is he actually stepping out of her shadow, or is it only because he got the new powers? I wonder if that will be a source of internal conflict for him, right? Am I, as myself, as Kafka, actually good enough to be a part of the defense force? Actually be good enough to stand beside my childhood friend? Or is it just because I happened to be transformed into a really strong monster, right? Am I actually worthy, or is it just a chance, or is it just by chance that I can do that? I wonder why did the monster flying thing mention specifically I found you? Why specifically him? Because he stood up to the Yoju? Maybe. Because some sort of, I don't know, hive mind of the kaiju deemed him worthy of ascension? Actually, that's not a bad theory. Kaiju hive mind deemed Kafka worthy of ascension in quotes. Kinda reminds me of the Seaborn in Arknight, how they don't look at consuming people and infecting people as an act of, I don't know, feeding or killing or whatever. No, we want you to be a part of our collective. The collective of Seaborn is the best. It's good. We want you to join us, right? This sort of thing. I wonder if it's something like that, maybe, that the kaiju don't necessarily want to like exterminate humanity. They want humanity to become a part of them. I don't know, maybe. And maybe they're trying to weed out the weak ones and only the strong ones survive, and they give them the powers, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe. Very good. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I'm gonna be catching up to it, I think, fairly soon. But right now, I would say that's gonna be it from me for today, but maybe you guys have something more to add on the topic of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. Say so in the comments down below. What did you think of it? No spoilers, please, not from the manga, not from the future episodes. If you do want to talk about the show with spoilers, you can do that on my Discord here, also in the description down below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Kaiju No.8, but also Sentai, Daishikaku, Unnamed, Memory, Kaito Otome, Blue Archive, Spice and Wolf, Yuuki, Yuuna, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do live streams sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Yuuki, Yuuna, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly via YouTube through super thanks, super chats, stuff like that, subscriptions. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to share my content, spread the word. It costs you absolutely nothing to do so, and it helps the channel a lot. And with that, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers. And here's my wonderful Patreons. QB, Without a Net, The Corpus Fiver, Watson, Zerena, Yuki, Ala Ishtamu, Dr. Watt, Akama, Sir Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to be on the bowel duty.